Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So as we get into the back end of the trading week, we hear yesterday that Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos has finally announced the day that he will step down as CEO, which is going to be on July the 5th, which is not too far away. He will hand the reins to Andy Jassy, who is currently running the Amazon Web Services at the moment after a nearly 3-decade run in the company. And that led to the internet giant well, making him one of the richest people in the world, and at number one at one point, as these top ratings do shift up and down quite regularly. Bezos will stay on in the company, and he'll be one of the executive chair people of the company. So the timing is sentimental. That he said he's very excited to hand the reins to someone very, very capable as well, and he'll focus his energies and attention on new products and early initiatives as well. So during the shareholder meeting that they had yesterday, Bezos was asked about the massive size of Amazon's business, and this is in conjunction with the Stockwatch report that I mentioned yesterday about the District of Columbia filing an antitrust lawsuit against the company a couple of days ago, alleging it has abused its market dominance for far too long in the e-commerce world, and it is actually harming competition as well. So like I said yesterday, it's actually charging a lot of companies a certain amount to sell their products on Amazon. Was something which Amazon have actually denied, but the lawsuit is ongoing. So we'll wait and see if that comes into more fruition. Just want to also talk about Netflix today. You know, they've had a bit of a bad Q1 where they saw subscriber growth fall dramatically. It was supposed to get up to 6 million in Q1, and it actually just struggled to hit 4 million. So we'll look at the chart shortly on what that actually, what the repercussions for that drop. But it's looking to try and get on a V-shaped recovery as well. But will we see, as Q2 and Q3 look to be the stoppage of the coronavirus boom, let's say, in 2020, and for the majority of 2020 we saw such a big boom in the streaming giants such as Amazon and Netflix really take shape, but now obviously that's coming to an end. The company said a lack of new shows have contributed to the shortfall, adding that it is expected this to recover when sequels are released. But obviously the sequels were postponed because of the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, so we'll have to wait and see if that comes into fruition again. So looking at Netflix, like I said, Q1 was quite detrimental. We've got the January boom here, I've got it on a daily chart, and then this was the big drop when Netflix subscribers switched off, let's say, and now it's trying to look for a bit of a momentum to the upside. It's not really getting it at the moment. It is being weighed down. You've got the two Ichimoku indicators here, the base and the conversion lines, that are really starting to weigh down on prices as well. But there is a glimmer of hope if we can basically push through this section here, which is roughly at the $520 area. If we're going to, this is probably, it's got another $20 to go, but if it can push through these figures, then we can see a bit more on the upside. I just want to bring it down to an intraday chart as well. There's not many divergences on the daily chart. On the RSI, the same as on the 4-hour chart as well. Intraday, we're piercing the cloud at the moment, but if we find strong resistance here, then as you can see, I'm expecting another move lower, and this will probably be another $10 drop when this session, probably before the end of the trading week. So bears are fully in the market on Netflix as we approach the end of Q2 in the next month or so. So it's looking not too great for Netflix, and we'll just see what the advantages are going into the next into July as we go into it. Amazon, I looked yesterday. I'll just look on the 4-hour chart because we looked in the daily chart again yesterday. So yeah, at the moment it's just waiting to see if we're going to start pushing up a little bit like Netflix on the intraday, if we're going to pierce the Ichimoku cloud and start pushing higher. But if not, then it's looking probably more to the fact that we're going to revisit another low at the 31.35 handle. As I said, nothing too much in the way of divergences on the RSI to give us further clues. So we're just waiting for further headlines to see if we're going to start really piercing the cloud, or if there's going to be, you know, resistance and firmness at these areas to start weighing in on prices even further. So just a few things to look out for in the next few trading sessions. Amazon are all over the headlines. You know, they've actually just their acquisition for MGM has gone through as well for $8 billion. I think it's $8 or $9 billion. So, you know, it is looking like there's no let up with the Amazon news at the moment. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen in the next few trading sessions. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me as usual. If you have any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead and bye for now.